Your body is fine, then your mind is fine. If your mind is fine, then your body gets fine. And like fine. And welcome back to the Angry Teacher channel. I'm Richard Williams, the Angry Teacher. If it's your first time here, thanks for coming by. Check out the playlist, see which ones speak to you, see which ones hit you right here. And then I need you to do me a favor. Subscribe, ring the notification bell, and hit the like so that you can be up to date on the next dope Angry Teacher video, because there's something there for you. I'm sure of it. If there's not, let me know and I'll fix that. Let's get into the video. Now there has been, we know for the past year and a half, COVID and the pandemic and loss of jobs, loss of life. There's been student deaths. There's been shooting in the areas. There's been protest, racism, explicitly and implicitly. There's been fear and uncertainty with coming back into the building, the schoolhouses, or kids have something and they're sharing with everyone. The stress of reminding kids to put on their mask all the time and you can't be that close and all this stuff. There's a lot going on this year that we have to navigate as teachers, as professionals in the building, even though the world expects us to be strong and sturdy and act like nothing affects us as well. But these things are affecting us, and this video is to kind of give us a couple of strategies, a couple of things that we can do to help us be mentally healthy. I was leaving the building yesterday and just looking at some of my coworkers, we're all tired and we're drained, and you'd believe that because a lot of the teaching that we're doing is virtual, it would be easier. That's what the rest of the world thinks, the community, the society. They don't understand that it's a lot of emotional stuff. There's a lot of mental draining that's happening, especially for those of us who transitioned from, you're standing in front, you're moving around the room, you're talking to actual students. Now we're actually talking to a computer to actual students. So there's a lot of differences going on, and oh my God, we were all just making it to the cars, trying to get out of the building because we needed a break from all of this. And this video is kind of to help us deal with all of this. Let's get into it. Number one, make self-care a priority. And even though, you are there to take care of other people's children, you got to remember yourself. You're there to you take care of your children, you take care of your family as well, but take care of yourself. There's always need for some moments by yourself. Do for you. Be by yourself. Don't have people around, don't have kids around. Even if they do bring you joy, at some point you need to be by yourself with your thoughts, and we're going to get into that a little bit later as well. Another way you can make self-care a priority, head to the gym. I'm going to the gym in a couple of minutes. So it gives your body, if your body is fine, then your mind is fine. If your mind is fine, then your body gets fine. And like fine, but work on that. Go do your jogging, go do your walking, just do your weightlifting. Just get out away from the norm and get your I was gonna say your juices flowing, but get your juices flowing and do it by yourself. And then you can schedule time to do it with somebody else who brings you joy and happiness, but you need to be by yourself and to just unwind and think about your stuff and think about your life and think about yourself for a change. Number two, stay connected with friends and family. It's important, even if you're not, I have a lot of coworkers who are, they're part of different teaching programs that they had to relocate from different states. Go ahead, and even if you're here by yourself, go ahead and call mom, call your friends back home, or the friends that you've made here, call them, hang out and be with them and do whatever you do that doesn't relate to work at all, because you need to know that there is a network of people who are not necessarily in the building all the time, or even if your only friends are the coworkers that you have in the building. When you meet outside of it, when you talk outside of the building, then there is this idea that you have friends and family and a connectivity with something outside of where you work that's bringing you the stress. So that kind of take that away, kind of take that to heart, if you will, and connect with the people that you find that bring you joy and that you bring joy. Reframe your negative thoughts. And I kind of hinted at it with the first point, but meditate. have some time, and some people are religious, so do the religious meditations. You read the scripture, then you kind of pray. Others, just take some time, be quiet, just have silence. You might have the music if you want in the background, but for the most part, there's no active lesson planning. There's no active thinking about Charlie who doesn't have a home to live, or Charlie who's acting up in class. I need you to think about, how can I get rid of my negative thoughts? How can I be in a place of tranquility and peace? Just positive stuff all the time, just coming in, like have affirmations, if you will. Write them down the day before and then kind of read them to yourself. Or every morning you get up, and someone told me, I don't remember what it was, some podcast I was listening to, and every morning he gets up, he would write down affirmations for the day. I am a good instructor. I can do this. I will do this. It's kind of get your mojo going, get you going for the day. And you know what, guys? Even at the end of the day, if 9 things went wrong, the 10th one didn't. That's something to be positive about. So think of the positive thing and just milk that bad boy. Keep him going so that it can keep you going. And then you know what? Add him to another one of the affirmations that you have for the next day. Just keep the positives in the center, and I'm not saying negatives won't happen, because it will. It will happen. But you're going to address it differently. You're going to look at your negatives differently and try to fill those spaces with some positive stuff. All right? Show yourself grace and compassion. Allow yourself to mess up. You're not going to be perfect at everything, especially if you just started teaching. You're going to have some days that you're like, oh my God, did I make the right decision of coming into this profession? So show yourself some grace. Allow yourself to mess up. We allow kids to mess up, and we tell them it's a part of the learning process. It is. You will not be 100% all the time. Some days I'm barely making 50, and I'm okay with that. Let the kids know, guys, I have a chronic headache. I'm barely speaking to you right now. Just give me a moment, or we'll figure it out. And kids are human beings too. They understand. So allow yourself time to have hard days. Allow yourself time to deal with your hard days. Allow yourself time to mess up, correct yourself, and get back on the treadmill, if you will. Number 5, and this might be hard for some folks, and I used to be that guy. I am so not anymore. Ask for help. If you realize that, wait a minute, last year I did Macbeth and they didn't get it, I run to my partner in crime, and we figure it out. How can I change stuff, or what ideas can I come up with? Because I don't want to teach this anymore, or I don't want to teach it the same way anymore, or they're not getting it the way I used to teach it anyway back in the day. So ask for help. If you're having a hard time with your family situation, the pandemic, and whatever else is going on, talk to people. We have people in the building that could help. There are issues in my district, like in every district, but we also have help or professionals. So reach out to people, make that phone call, shoot that email, get help from someone who has been doing it longer, who is certified to do it, someone who can help you get over that hurdle, and then you will be that one to help someone else later. Find a mentor, and a lot of them are state or district assigned, but a lot of them are people that your next door neighbor in the building. They might have been there 2 years before you. They still know a little bit more about the building. That could help alleviate some of your issues. So ask for help. Don't teach in a silo. See the other videos that I have coming out on that. Don't think you can do it all by yourself. Do not reinvent the wheel if you don't have to. Go ahead and find out who can help you, how, and go for it. Take care of yourself, guys. I need you to be there for the kids. So we need to go out there, make sure that we're healthy mentally, make sure that we're healthy physically, make sure that we're healthy emotionally, so we can reach the kids who don't know how to do all this. So go out there and be great. Hey, let's just go out there and teach.